headset Dents. So, streamer Kurtros shaved his head for charity. Great thing. However, upon doing it, he found a dent in his head.
What?
A physical dent in his head.
Did the barber like cut his head like that?
A little too much off the top.
Yeah.
No, he found the dent where his headphones go. There was a dent, like a crease on his head where the headphones would normally sit. And he always thought that it was like, oh, it's just the way my hair looks.
Uh-huh.
But apparently he has a dent in his head. So this was very shocking to him. However, this apparently is a thing that's been going on a lot lately. Like there's a whole subreddit of people that have headphone dents. And it's apparently a thing.
The giant over-ear headphones or just headphones in general?
Headphones with like the strap on top. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Which makes sense with like a person that potentially is like on stream with headphones like for hours at a time. Like how much long do normal streams normally last? Like
I'd say like at least 2 hours.
2 hours plus. I mean like 2 hours plus because like it's like a full-time job for them.
Yeah.
So there's a debate whether or not it's the headphones though. So one thing is that maybe it's genetically, like maybe they just have like just lumpy heads, you know, right where that is.
I mean, your head is shaped like an egg.
Eggs don't have lumps with like headbands shaped in it. They don't do that. But all right, I want to see. Do you have a lump where headphones would be? Do you have just normal lumps?
No, I would say normal.
Normal? Okay, all right. Let's confirm.
I mean, my head always had spots. Like right here was always a flat spot.
Oh, flat spot. So, when you're young, some parents will go and have these head shaping helmets.
The big bowls.
Yeah, it's like a bowl, and it shapes the head to be a perfect sphere. So if you have listeners or watchers, check the back of your head. Your parents might have left you laying flat for too long, or if it's on either side too long, because when you're young, your head is not fully set. Yeah. So it can be moved. Yeah. So while articles say the amount of pressure to damage a head or a skull is 297 pounds, more than a headphone could possibly do. Mm-hmm. However, my counter argument is braces. You know, like braces move like teeth, but I mean teeth are meant to be moved. But also, I looked it up. There's this tribe. There was a Indian tribe, the Chinook Indian tribe, where they flatten their heads to make them more long.
Don't they use boards? Is that the one with the boards?
Yeah, the one with the boards. Yes,
I've seen a National Geographic on that. It was wild. They just have a board and then they have the baby that's sitting like on the back of the mom.
Mm-hmm. And it's squishing that. So I'm like, maybe, I mean, like the amount of thing to damage a head is 297, but maybe like the constant pressure in that point is like maybe potentially moving.
Yes, because younger and babies pretty much are more rubbery than they are hard because they just aren't as developed, right? Like babies actually bounce when you drop them because
well, this is not confirmed. Not confirmed.
Not confirmed.
No.
Like you could pop them right here and they kind of wiggle.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying drop them from a giant height, but like if you put them on a bed, they do kind of wiggle.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, yeah, it's not. They're more potentially durable, but don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't test your baby out.
This is completely off the rails.
It's not a basketball.
PSA: do not do that. There is that, but the person that did this was not a baby, and it was an adult and other people. But one thing that it could be is so it's either the headband is like putting pressure and like slowly over time compressing it down, or it could be that maybe the fat or like the the tissue around the top is this moved away, so that it leaves a dent. You always had it, but now it's this like curved in because it's always had pressure there. So all the tissues that's away, and it's this like skull or like your scalp, and then like goes divots down, skull. So I think that either it's that or like they might be moving their head. Are my hypotheses, and I don't want to know. Granted, we are wearing hats. I wonder if like we're.
I mean, you do get hat hair, so
I'm physically restraining my brain to be smaller.
Maybe. I mean, there was that old book that we read in high school. I think it was like Ties That Bind, Ties That Break.
Oh,
which is,
the feet.
Yeah, where way back in the day of, I think it was Chinese culture.
Yeah, it was.
Where they would bind women's feet and make them small.
That was, I think, from San Francisco. I think was that part.
Oh, was it?
I think that was the. Anyways, but yeah, it's definitely Chinese culture with the bound feet, the smaller feet. Yeah. So I mean, maybe
for women only though. That was the thing.
Mean, if you want, I mean,
that was how they would get married.
Oh, the smaller the feet is, the more
attractive,
more higher class. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's definitely examples of people having their body modified by pressure applied. So like, those are bounds. This is less so with headsets, but I mean, potentially. But talk to your physician if you do this. But yeah, I think we're good.
Or maybe just turn down the volume.
Turn down
the volume.
No.
The vibrations don't rattle your skull flat.
Turn your brain to mush. All right, I think we're pretty good on this topic.
Okay.